In a world that constantly pushes us to chase the next big thing, more money, better relationships, greater success, it's easy to overlook the value of where we are right now. We are often so consumed by what we lack or what we want that we forget to appreciate what we have. But there's a quiet, transformative power in gratitude, especially when it's rooted in the present moment. Choosing to show gratitude where you are, even if it's not where you want to be, can change your mindset, open doors, and become the very foundation of your personal growth. Gratitude doesn't magically erase pain, struggle, or disappointment, but it does shift how you see those things. When you're grateful for where you are, even in seasons of difficulty, you stop focusing solely on what's wrong and start noticing what's still working. Maybe your job isn't your dream, but it's teaching you discipline. Maybe you're lonely, but you've finally started reconnecting with yourself. Maybe you're not where you imagined you'd be, but you're still standing. That shift in perspective doesn't just make you feel better, it expands your ability to grow through what you're going through. Growth isn't always about addition. Sometimes it's about awareness. Gratitude makes you more aware. Aware of the lessons in your losses, the strength in your struggles, and the beauty in ordinary moments. That awareness becomes the soil where emotional maturity, resilience, and vision are cultivated. Personal growth doesn't happen in the past or the future. It happens now. Yet many people live either replaying what went wrong or daydreaming about what could be. Gratitude anchors you in the present. It says, "I'm here. And while it might not be perfect, there is still something to honor in this moment." Being grounded in the present gives you the power to make intentional choices, to respond instead of react, to build instead of wait. You know, it's hard to grow when your mind is scattered across regrets and fantasies. But when you're grateful for today, even with its imperfections, you're more rooted, more mindful, and more ready to take that next step with clarity. Growth takes time. In a culture obsessed with overnight success and instant gratification, we often feel like we're failing if we're not seeing immediate results. But gratitude helps you slow down and trust the process. It teaches you to be content while still being hungry, peaceful while still being passionate. You can want more and still be thankful for what you have. That balance between desire and contentment is where true growth happens. It keeps you from making impulsive decisions out of desperation. It allows you to build with intention instead of rushing out of fear. Gratitude creates emotional stability, the kind you need to grow something real and lasting. There's something, magnetic about gratitude. When you appreciate the little, life often brings you more. Not in some magical, wishful thinking kind of way, but in a practical sense. People who are grateful tend to be more positive, more open, and more connected. They see opportunities others might overlook. They attract support, build better relationships, and earn trust. Imagine two people working the same job. One complains constantly, while the other stays grounded in gratitude, looking for lessons and finding purpose even in the mundane. Who do you think is more likely to be promoted, to be trusted with leadership, to handle greater responsibility? Gratitude doesn't just change how you see your environment, it changes how your environment responds to you. At first glance, humility and confidence might seem like opposites, but they actually grow together, and gratitude nourishes them both. When you're grateful, you acknowledge that you didn't get here alone, that life has supported you in ways both seen and unseen. That builds humility. At the same time, recognizing how far you've come, even in small steps, reinforces your belief in yourself. You realize that you are capable, that you have overcome, that you are evolving. That builds confidence. Together, humility and confidence form the emotional backbone of personal growth, the humility to keep learning and the confidence to keep going. When you're chasing future outcomes without gratitude, it's easy to compromise your values just to get ahead. You might, start cutting corners, tolerating disrespect, or even overextending yourself. But gratitude, it reminds you that who you are matters more than what you have. It helps you stay aligned with your integrity, your purpose, and your deeper why. That alignment is crucial. Real growth isn't just about achievement. It's about becoming more of who you were created to be. Gratitude keeps you from losing yourself in the hustle and brings you back to what truly matters. Showing gratitude where you are doesn't mean settling. It means recognizing the richness of the soil beneath your feet, even if it's not where you want to stay forever. It means learning the lessons, honoring the journey, and choosing to see beauty even in the becoming. Growth doesn't always look like movement. It often looks like deepening, like roots stretching further into the earth before anything blossoms above the surface. Gratitude is the water that nourishes those roots. So, wherever you are, whether it's a season of waiting, rebuilding, or quiet progress, pause and give thanks. Not because everything is perfect, but because even now you are growing. And that in itself is something to be grateful for. If this message reminded you to slow down and appreciate where you are right now, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, and it helps this message reach someone else who might be struggling to see the beauty in their now. Drop a comment and let me know one thing you're grateful for today. Big or small, it matters. Gratitude is a magnet for miracles, and your words might inspire someone else. Subscribe if you're on a journey of healing, growth, and becoming more aligned with who you're meant to be. We're doing this together, one grateful step at a time. And don't forget to please share this video with someone who needs a gentle reminder that they are right where they're meant to be. You don't have to wait for later to be grateful. Gratitude turns right now into enough. Thanks for watching.